Hi, Floss Tube.
Hi, Floss Tube.
I'm Chris.
I'm Jane.
And we are the BosStitchers. Thanks for joining us today. This is episode 52. Today is Saturday, September 10th. And it's a beautiful day in Boston today.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, lovely September day.
Yeah. How was last weekend? You went away last weekend, right?
Oh, yeah, I actually just went away Monday through Friday.
All right.
This is an annual event at my church's denomination. Has a retreat center on the Cape that's by a lovely beach. And it did rain a good deal of the time, which, of course, it hasn't rained all summer long, but it didn't really matter. It's a very low-key kind of, do your own thing week. So my week, of course, involved some stitching. Mm-hmm. Oh, another thing I have to mention, just to somehow get credit for this. The other thing that involved was I finished The Innocents Abroad by Mark Twain.
Wow.
That I started on January 1st, 21. So I got some reading in.
Wow.
So I happily left that book behind there for anyone who might come across it.
Okay.
So that was my accomplishment for the week, other than stitching.
Nice. What's that, like a 1,000-page book or something?
It's like 720, I think,
Okay.
yeah. And it was not fast going.
Yeah. Well, that's quite an accomplishment.
Yeah, well, thank
Congratulations.
you. Glad I could share that with someone.
And have you started War and Peace now?
Yeah. No, I think I'll pick up a Danielle Steele or something in the meantime.
Yeah.
So my other event, of course, while at the Cape, was to go to the Town Ho Needlework Shop. And Jane and I was there a year ago. We heard about this from one of our friends at the World in Stitches. And so I had to go last year. And then Jane and I went last November, I think
so, yeah.
And I did not really find a lot there. I will add, my husband was outside waiting in the car. And he was very patient. He was not rushing me at all. But I'm sure that was kind of in the back of my mind.
Yeah.
But, you kind of go to Town Ho more to find old treasures, I'd say. And I didn't really find a lot of that. I did buy some new things because I was there and they had them. So I'll show those later on. But I had, told a number of people I was going there and send me a list, and I did not find any of those items. So,
So you and I will have to go back.
I think we
so
will.
that we can really dig through.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
All right.
Yeah.
Last year we went on
Veterans Day. Right.
Yeah.
That was a good day to go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe this year.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah. Keep your calendar open.
Yeah. All right.
And you?
And me?
Any travel plans?
Actually I do. Tomorrow, I am leaving for Vancouver, and on Monday I'm getting on a ship for a cruise to Alaska.
Woohoo!
Howie is not going because he has to work.
No.
But I'm going.
That's a big loss for Howie.
Yeah.
Has he ever been?
No. But I'm sure I'll be going back because
I'm sure. Yeah.
he'll want to go.
Yeah.
But I'm going with my sister Heather, my godson, my great nephew, and Heather's father. So entourage
you got a good group going.
5. Yeah. It'll be fun.
Yeah.
And
it would
so
appear to me to be a nice time of year to go. Would you say that's true?
Yeah,
and you still have a fair amount of light and
it's less expensive.
Frigid.
Less expensive to go in September.
Good.
A little cooler, but as long as you have your jacket and you're prepared, it's fine.
You're gonna have to take a lot of stuff with you, though. in addition to stitching, of course. But I mean, you're right. You're gonna need some.
Like a jacket.
Well, yeah, warm clothes. And you said some dressy clothes. There's some dinners on the ship.
Yeah, there's a formal night. There's a semi-formal night. But I'll have plenty of room to bring some stitching. Yeah. And our friends Connie and Melina went on a cruise to Alaska this summer also. And
they had some beautiful pictures they showed. Yeah.
And they went to a quilt shop in Juneau, which also has cross stitch.
Oh.
So head over there if you want to see their haul. They picked up a few things. And
you got directions from them.
Yeah. So we'll definitely be making a stop there, and I don't care who's waiting outside for me when I'm there. So.
The whole entourage.
They can go do something else, and just leave me for a little while, and yeah. It'll be fun. Looking forward to it. I have not started packing at all yet, so that's going to be.
You better leave here and
right.
Go home and get started.
Yeah. So
That'll
anyway,
be your second nice trip to Canada, in a sense, this summer.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You won't have a lot of time in Vancouver, I presume, but
right. No. We have a late flight tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
So we get in pretty late.
okay.
Yeah. All right. Well, would you like to throw out the first stitch?
I'd love to.
Okay.
Play ball!
All right. Well, here's a familiar one. This is my Sweet as Pie coasters, my plastic canvas project that I worked on this summer. And I made some pretty good progress these past couple of weeks on my second one here, my sliced lemon meringue pie. This is always a fun one to work on. I will say that, this was my finished object a few weeks ago, but I happened to look at the pattern and I realized I never did the back stitching in that. So that will be quick, but I see how when I went back and looked at it, that really makes a pop. So I'll wait till I finish this one, hopefully before the next episode, and then I'll do the...
Is this part all fill in now?
It is. That's just all white,
Yep.
so that's really easy.
Yep.
So I kind of moved on to some of that
That's a good Stitch Day
tablecloth.
project.
It sure is.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I've got the other two left, Boston cream pie and the pumpkin pie.
Very nice.
So one down. And my next one, Ink Circles Cocoa Time, or Hot Cocoa, I guess it is. I really love this, and it is not a big stitch. I did a lot on it when I first had it out, and then I really haven't touched it. So I didn't get a lot more done on this, but I did get a little bit more of the brown filled in. And I want to spend a little bit more time on this. I really would love to have this finished as a Christmas gift, so I need to get cracking on that.
Plus, it's getting to be hot cocoa time.
I know. And this is also just such a fun one to pick up and do.
Yeah. How are you going to finish that?
I think I'm going to frame it. Yeah.
No. Good.
I don't know when those deadlines start, but they're probably not too far away, right? So
Yeah, well, I hate to say it, but we might be past the deadline, but...
and my next whip that I pulled out.
Well, that's a nice bag.
Oh, I love this bag.
This
is from our friend Lillian. And she did this nice stitching with BosStitchers on it, and I love these tomatoes and that inside
Look at that.
fabric.
That's so fun.
Yeah.
Yes.
I just haven't showed that one in a while because I haven't pulled this out in a bit, but this is Prim Village by Laurie Holt. And I had when I first started this, I did well. I think maybe I started in April, and I had a house in April, and or maybe it was March, and April and May, and then I haven't quite finished June's, and I still thought I would have this done by this time, but just a little bit more, another chimney there at the door, and do the border on the square. So hopefully I can maybe finish that one later today.
And start another one.
And start another one because there are 12 of them. So
Yep.
I need to keep at that one.
Yep. What's that needle minder? Oh, that's cute.
I'm not positive where I got this. I have a feeling it is this nice little woodsy one. I have a feeling that might have come from that Autumn Lane box that I won last year at Galleria, but I'm not positive of that. I have one more. And the next one was Haul and a New Start and a Whip all wound up in one.
Wow.
This was one of my Town Ho purchases that I just couldn't resist, and I had to open one of them and start in. And Jane and I are also participating this year in No New Starts, 22 projects in 22. So luckily I had a small slot open and I could put this in. So this is one of the new Mill Hill kits this Christmas season. Santa's Clothesline. And I just thought that's a really cute
That's really fun.
picture.
Yeah.
And I love the red and greens in it. So doesn't really look like much yet, but I got a fair amount started on it. I didn't really realize this, I guess, when I purchased it. I mean, it's fine, you know, these are smalls, but it is full coverage. A lot of times, I think Mill Hill relies a bit on the color of the perforated paper, wouldn't you say?
Yeah.
Yeah, and, but
Couldn't
this
you just leave the green?
well, I guess you could, but I think the light green, the things show up on it better. So I guess that's why they did that, but
Yeah.
makes for kind of a lot of stitching.
Because the other side is brown.
I know. Yeah, so it is green,
Weird.
but if you look closely, the dark green is just the border that they leave on it.
Yeah.
So it makes for a bit more stitching.
Yeah. Wow. Well, that's another fill-in project once you
It
get
is
everything
another
else
fill-in.
done.
Yes, yeah.
Think
Right.
of all these projects that you're going to be able to bring to
Take all
Galleria.
these. Yeah, that's right. Okay. Good. So I think that's it on the whips for me.
All right.
You have a couple yourself?
I have two. I have my Temperature Butterflies by Stitchin Mommy. And last time I said that I had I put in all of the outlines. All of the butterflies are outlined with full crosses in.
That was a great plan.
Yeah.
I bet you're
Yep.
zipping through those now.
So
Need the board for that?
I don't think so. So this is it.
Oh, it's
And
terrific.
I finished August. So clearly August was a pretty hot month.
Yeah.
And so there we go. That's my August butterfly.
Now, September, will you be using Boston temperatures or Alaska temperatures?
I'm going to use Boston temperatures, yeah. Yeah. So, yep, so all of the rest, outlines are done, except for the antenna. And I'll put that in once I finish.
July was pretty hot, too.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, but this is really fun. And it's amazing when I think, oh no, we're already in August. You know, but
Yeah.
it's like we only have 4 more.
In September
Right,
now.
that's right.
But you're right. Yeah.
So
gives you a good perspective on the year too.
Yeah.
Then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All
That's
right.
great.
And this is 28 count Glacier by Picture This Plus, and it's I'm using DMC. And then on my Boss Me board is to work 10 hours on this Erica Michaels. It's called Ask, Seek, Knock. And it says, ask and it will be given to you, seek and you will find, knock and the door will be opened to you. And I'm doing this on 32 count antique white. I might need the board for this. And I did take it out of the Q-snap, but I didn't.
We appreciate that extra effort, Jane.
But I didn't move the thread.
Didn't iron it?
So I didn't iron it. I didn't take the thread out of the way. So I'm working on the door right now.
That should go pretty quickly, don't you think?
Yeah, I mean, it's long stretches of color. So I am taking this and working on it. This will be one of the projects I take to Alaska.
That's a good plan.
So that I can get my 10 hours in.
Yeah.
And that's it for my whips because I have some finishes. I do. How about you?
No.
FFOs?
No.
Okay. Well,
I'll let you steal the show.
Okay. Well, I don't have any finishes, but I have 4 FFOs.
I think that's a new Boss Stitch record, don't you think?
Well, it's kind of cheating though. I feel like I'm kind of cheating.
4 is 4.
4 is 4. You're right. So as I said, I'm going on a cruise. I'm going to have 4 traveling companions, and I made little ornaments for my traveling companions. So Heather and Eli, if you are watching this, stop right now and fast forward about 5 minutes. All right? So no peeking. I found my, luckily I found my,
that's good. You found it.
my chart. But this is it. It's a Foxwood Crossings chart called Sledding Friends. And I'm doing this one here, or I did this one here in the middle. I've done this quite a few times before. This chart has come in handy for a lot of things.
You've got your money's worth out of that.
I have, yeah.
And I'm going to borrow it, so.
Mm-hmm. So I did some painting, and I also asked my traveling companions their favorite colors.
Oh, okay.
And so this is the first one. And you're not going to be able to see it, I'm sure, but I did étoile for the
I see that.
the border.
Yes.
So I used a red.
That looked pretty on the tree with the lights.
Yep. And then I did this one. And so I'll let you hold that.
Yes.
You can hold that one. And this is another one. And then this one, let me see. Let me pour that on there. Okay, and we have this one. And finally...
That's right. I've got a finger.
And then finally this one. So, you know, again, all the same chart, just changed up the colors a little bit. All the same finish. I painted front and back. Spray painted the metal.
Oh, so these were all...
These were all brown.
Okay.
Yeah. So I spray painted the metal, and then I used acrylic paint, like craft paint.
Nice job.
To do the actual wooden piece. You can just unscrew it, and then put them back together.
Very nice.
So, okay, Heather and Eli, you can look now. So that was pretty much all for my stitching.
Well,
I needed to get those.
Good.
Yeah, I needed to get those done, and I actually just
just made it.
I just glued them this morning, so I got to take them home and let them sit a little bit longer.
Sit a bit.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Yeah. So, all right. That brings us to Hall. Would you like to go first?
Sure.
Okay.
All right. Well, excuse me. You saw one little bit there from Town Hall, and I did pick up a couple of other little things. This little Santa kit. This isn't a Mill Hill, but I think the Santa is kind of in the style of that. It's a kid. It's perforated paper.
Yeah.
No beads, I don't think, with that.
Right. There's a little, just a few.
Oh, yeah.
Just a few small red ones there. Yeah.
Oh, maybe
buttons and holly.
Holly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's cute.
So one of those that I guess I've looked at for a while, and I thought, oh, that's kind of a quick little kit to pick up. This one.
Oh boy, how long have we been looking at this one?
We have looked at this so long, Jane, that I truly hope that I haven't bought it before. If not, this could be a future giveaway because we have just looked at that forever and ever.
Yeah.
And I decided to finally pull the trigger on that one.
Yeah. Yep, I like that.
Yeah, love those autumn colors. Town Ho has a pretty big collection of Mirabilias. And I did buy a few the other times I've been there. I've never stitched a Mirabilia, but this one...
It's not about stitching.
I guess not. Yes, I am collecting. This one caught my eye when it came out, fairly recently. I don't know if it's just called Tea. That's all that I see about it. Oh, Tea in the Garden. And it was just so pretty. I guess that's what
that's
gets
this year's.
people about,
Mirabilias
anyway. So I was kind of just going through them and seeing if there are any, old treasures in there or whatever. But I kind of knew that if I saw this in there, I would get it. So I did, and who knows? I might even stitch it. It's
who knows? Who knows? I might buy a chart and actually stitch it.
It's big, but it's not absolutely huge. It's 221 by 168. Yeah,
doable.
It is. So then one more thing, I did find one old item, and this is Prairie Schooler Santa from 2012. And admittedly, it wasn't the Prairie School Santa from 2012 I was looking for. I was hoping to get a little fisherman one. But I did not see that there. But I saw this and I thought, oh, that is pretty cute. I could see myself doing that. I think the the one thing, the one change that I would make on this is I couldn't figure out what this thing sticking out was. And then I realized that it says doll and drum. So that's like the letter to Santa of a kid's wish. But I don't like the way that just sticks out there.
Yeah.
So I think I'm going to get rid of that, but leave the rest of it intact.
And is this, what does this say? Is this a...
That says like, Dear Santa
Dear
Claus.
Santa, I was good.
Yeah.
Dear Santa, I was good.
And he has the envelope in his other hand.
Okay, yeah.
So that I get,
that
but
doesn't, that doesn't make sense.
yeah.
Okay. Approved.
All right. And so that was my
Town Hall Hall?
Town Hall Hall, yes. But then, before that, well, I think one thing I had pretty much showed most of this Be Thankful. And this was for a sale that our friend Missy at Two Needles Pulling Thread had been talking about starting September 1st. Missy's not only started that, she's finished it. And yeah, Missy, I'm still contemplating it. But I have gathered...
You have all the threads.
Most of the threads,
Okay.
yes.
All right.
I think maybe yeah, if this isn't it, I think I've got them somewhere. I don't think I'm throwing in too much extra from other things. This is a bit of a jumble, but they are just gorgeous colors. And
Yep.
so I really am looking forward to starting this. And if you go by...
All you need is fabric?
Yeah, and I think this was done, or one of the recommendations was 18-count vintage country mocha, or at least vintage country mocha. And I believe that I either have that, or I certainly have many facsimiles of that. So
Yeah. Well,
I
I'm
don't
sure you
thi-
have a piece of that.
Yeah, I don't think the fabric's going to be an issue.
Yeah.
So I just, as I mentioned before, my son moved back home at the end of August, and his girlfriend is staying with us for a while until her apartment is ready. So we've got a lot of things here. Really, just because of my son is the reason. There's a lot of things everywhere here. And I had to move my stitching thing, so, it's a little... So my usual chaos is that much more, so I've just kind of got to find that stuff and get going on that. But I do want to. I'm sure I have another small slot open for that, too, on my... 22 starts. And then I just had to get this one. This is Plum Street Samplers, Live on Little. And sure many of you have seen this. The phrase is, how great the blessing and vast the art to live on little with a thankful heart. And let me assure you, I do get the irony of this, that I had to purchase this, but it makes me think of my Aunt Claire. And she was someone who was totally happy in life with very few material possessions. She would always pray if somebody gave her a lottery ticket that she didn't win. And her prayers were apparently answered. But she did not want to change her lifestyle. So when I saw that, I just thought of her, and I thought, yes, I am buying the patent, buying the material, I'm sure, for this, and probably more threads. But I think this will be a fun stitch.
How big is that?
It's a pretty hefty size, I think.
307 by 207.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, it's a big one.
Well,
that's a big house and a big sea behind
when
it.
you finish it, I'd like to do it. So.
All right.
So get cracking.
All right.
That's another one.
And then when I was on 123 purchasing that, this one, let me take that out to show that a little bit better. Little House Needleworks, the bookshelf was on sale. And this is another one of those, which is under the category of I have looked at this thing forever and ever and ever.
I have that. We should sell it.
Oh, yeah, we should.
Yeah.
Oh, that'd
Someday.
be fun. Yeah.
Someday when I can start things again.
Right. I don't think it's really that much stitching, you know?
Right.
It's a lot of words.
Right. Yeah.
And
Yep.
many of those authors we like. 111 times 167. That was a little bit bigger than I thought, but that's
Yeah.
quite manageable, Jane.
I think so.
Yeah, a
Yeah.
lot of it is words. And, yeah.
Yeah, I like that though. I've had
And
that for a long time.
Yeah. Little Woman, always one of my favorite books. And the other ones, well, yeah, read those someday too. And I think that's it for me.
Okay. So I have stuck to my no purchases until I go to Galleria. So I'm glad to see that you
I've kept it going.
Yes. And our friend Maureen was commenting that she has also kept the economy going and kept the balance of stitchy buying.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Because not
in
buying
check.
does put a dent in that market.
Right.
Yeah.
But these are just club items, and
Which don't count, of
which
course.
do not count. This is the 12 Days of Christmas Stocking Ornament Club. Crazy Annie's is the shop, and the charts are Annie B's folk art. So I received 8 Maids of Milking. So I'll add that to my collection. I am in the Color and Cotton Fabric of the Month Club. I get it every other month, and so this was August. It's a 32 count Belfast linen, and this is barley. And that's a little darker than that, I think, but that's not too bad.
Pretty close,
Yeah,
I'd
it's
say.
close.
Yeah.
Yep.
Coloring cotton,
Very
they never
pretty.
have a miss.
No.
They're all gorgeous.
Yeah. And I'm also in the Color and Cotton Thread Club. And so the last time we filmed, I did not show these. These are the August colors. And I think we'll need the board if
think
we
you took
have
it
it.
out.
Oh, I took it.
Yeah.
Okay, well. All right. So we need a new board. Anyway, so these are
We're low budget, but this is really getting bad.
these are the August colors. Pumpkin pie.
Ooh. I love this set.
Creeping vines. It's got some nice brown and green in there. Carving pumpkin.
Oh. Brighter.
Yep. I love this name. Cauldron Bubble. Oh my gourd.
That's cute. I don't know which I like best, the names of the
And then
colors.
Raven. That's a nice mottled.
Yes.
Under Your Spell.
Ooh.
This is a great dark purple.
Yeah.
Bewitched. Witchful Thinking. And Full Moon.
Ooh.
So gorgeous, gorgeous colors
Yes.
in this set. I get 10 skeins, so just gorgeous colors.
That's
All right.
beautiful. I love those all.
Yeah.
Especially the greens and the oranges.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. On to September.
Okay. That's good that they do these a bit in advance, like August
Yeah.
for your Halloween stitching
Yeah.
and
Yep. And then these are more like, I guess, I would call
maybe November. Maybe that's the idea.
Yeah, I would call most of these, I would consider most of these like more prim colors.
Yes.
This one is pine needles.
Oops.
And maize. Cozy sweater. Actually, that might be in the other pack, but red delicious.
Which personally I think is a misnomer when it comes to apples.
Really?
Really.
Yeah, I never used to like those. Yeah, I mean they're
like other
probably
varieties,
they're
but-
probably my least favorite apple.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Bonfire.
Oh, I love that.
Sugar maple.
Yeah, I think these definitely have more of a late fall vibe to them.
Yeah. This is black oak.
Ooh.
And pecan pie. Who doesn't like
I
pecan
know.
pie? And then pine cone.
Good neutral.
Yep. And the last is hay bale.
Ooh.
So there you go. Those
Very
are
nice.
September.
So these are special edition now, which means you have to be in the club to get them initially, and then they release them later.
Is
You
that
think?
true?
I know. That was posed as a question.
I
I seem to think that might be the case. but
Probably.
yeah.
Yeah.
Those are great.
Yeah.
Yeah. What a nice selection. We'll be watching for future stitching that incorporates
Okay.
these.
Yes. And then, because I'm always afraid I'm going to run out of threads.
Have you? Ever? Except for
Only
DMC.
I also participate in the Welcome Stitchery Floss of the Month Club, and these are for gentle art and sampler threads. So this is my September, I think. This is Grasshopper. And that's not showing quite as green as it is. That's a little
A
better.
little bit better now.
Yeah.
Yes.
And Old Brick.
Ooh.
Espresso Bean. It's pretty dark brown.
Yeah. I've used that a number of times.
Morning Glory. Forest Glade. That's a little better.
I've been looking for that recently for
You have?
some project, but I did get a couple finally.
Oh, I was
Yeah,
gonna say,
thank you,
take
but
that
I
one.
did.
This is called Brethren Blue. And Cameo Pink. Harvest Basket. Onyx. And finally, Adobe.
Ooh. That's nice and lovely.
Yeah. All right.
Very nice.
So I will be using.
I think you'll be okay for a while.
I think so.
Yeah.
All right. Hopefully.
Yeah. Oh.
And that is the end of my haul.
All right.
So for plans, what are you going to be stitching? Well, actually, we should talk about the next time we film, actually.
Oh,
because
that's right.
2 weeks from today is the 24th, but the following week we're going to Galleria. So we could either film before Galleria or at Galleria.
I think maybe we were kind of, we could. If we happen to get a lot of stitching done in the next 2 weeks, we could do something maybe right around that weekend. Otherwise, I think we'll probably shoot for Galleria and try to film there. And my guess is, because you've been so good, Jane, you're going to have some purchases there.
I would imagine.
Yeah. And, you know, we'll put in some stitching time there in the stitching room or the lobby. It's always a big, you know, setting there for stitching. So you've pointed out to me that I have a number of projects with like kind of big block stitching.
Yes.
So I think I'll be continuing on those.
Yep.
It might be a purchase or two there.
Oh, you know what we need to talk about? We need to talk about this thing. So I showed this in our last video, and it's a wooden instrument that has this little thing that comes off. And I got it at the World in Stitches in a box of stuff that Randy was giving away, and I thought it looked cool, and I didn't know what it was, so I decided to take it. And we had a few comments about it, and one person said that it could be possibly used for hairpin crochet, or a lucet, Lucet, to make cord. So anyway, if anyone else has any other ideas, send them along.
I guess you'll be taking up hairpin crochet then in the near future.
One of our friends suggested that we could, you know, put it like this and then use it as a dowel for hanging stitching.
Oh.
Which is a good idea.
Yeah.
So I don't know what it is, but thank you to everyone who commented. And again, if you have any other ideas, send them along.
We don't really know what that number 2 that's stamped on there means either, if that has any meaning or...
Right. Yeah, I don't know. And then for me... So we have a friends exchange that we're doing.
Yes.
Right.
Yep. Need to work on that.
We have
stitching at the farm.
Right.
That's coming up in November.
Stitchin at the farm. That's the first weekend in
East Hill
November.
Farm.
And
we need an exchange for that.
Right. And
another ornament for you.
I need to do So I have my Friends Exchange small picked out. I'll probably be working on that on the plane. And I have my Stitchin at the farm small picked out. Maybe do some stitching on the plane or on the cruise with for that. And my great niece, I've given her an ornament on her first Christmas and her second Christmas, so I don't know, I guess it's a thing now.
I think it is.
So I need to try to figure out a Christmas ornament for her. And I have this kit that I purchased off of eBay, and it's a Dimensions Gold kit, and these are let's see, what's it called? It's called the Spirit of Santa Ornaments, and I thought that one of these might be really cute for her. thinking particularly about this one, or where am I here? The toys one, but I think this looks more like a little kid. So, and then Janet, if you're watching, take a good look at that so that we can
finishing.
Yeah, you can take a look at the finishing, and but this is a full kit, and it comes with Ada, 18 count Ada, dimensions. DMC floss and the everything to do it.
That's quite a bit there.
Think the cording might not be there, but anyway. So I'm thinking about doing this. Of course, it is full coverage, and there's back stitching. So anyway, we'll see what happens here. I'm gonna have to have a plan B, just in case I can't get this done.
Oh, they're approximately 6 inches long with
the
tassels.
tassels. Yeah, but they're full coverage. So that's the thing. But I'll think about this. I might actually just start it and see how far I get, but maybe have a plan B just in case.
Yeah, that's a good idea. So, yeah, I think you can though.
Yeah, it's mid-September.
Yeah.
So I have a little bit.
It only takes a few sleepless nights, Jane.
Yeah. But you know what else I've decided?
Yes. This sounds like an important announcement.
I've decided that I can't take it anymore. I can't take the no new starts anymore. I have
Are you dropping out mid-season, mid-year?
No, because I have. Well, it's 3/4.
I have a no new start story when you're done with this.
It is 3/4 of the year.
It is, yes.
So
as clearly you've shown on the temperature butterflies.
Right. But I can't take it anymore. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to stick with my Boss Me board.
Okay.
Because everything on my Boss Me board is a no new start project.
Okay.
But I am going to do smalls. I have to start doing some smalls.
Okay.
I have a lot of smalls that
you have talked about this for a while
when
now.
I've looked at them, I want to do some. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm gonna do my smalls exchanges, my Christmas ornament, but I think I have another slot for another small too. So I'll do those and then finish those, and then also have a slot for another small.
Sounds good.
And if I don't, I think the no new starts is you can start something either same size or smaller. Right?
I forgot about that. You're right.
I think those are the rules. So, and I
have to take advantage of that loophole myself.
So, but I can't take it anymore. I just see in these charts, I want to do them. Halloween is coming. I have a couple of really cute smalls that I want to do. So, anyway, that's my story.
Well, my no new start story is I feel like maybe I was on the brink of being kicked out. So in no new starts, you're assigned to in a particular group, and you have an administrator, I think they're called, and they review your initial posting that you do. And then they check, I think at least quarterly is the idea.
Yeah, they look for progress.
Yeah. So I've had, a few comments or interaction with mine, but they have been positive. She liked the way I set it up and, commented previously that I had a lot of progress. So this time she emailed me and she said, you've had quite a few finishes this year. And then she said, have you done anything recently? Do you have any recent? So I did reply, and I did
upload some pictures.
I had actually kind of already uploaded them.
Okay.
But, I've kept turning over the smalls. I haven't really done anything, kind of maybe what you're thinking of on the bigger one.
Yeah.
So my list is very long now, like, whatever one my first Prairie Schooler Santa of the Year was, I'm done with that, and I might have turned that over 4 times.
Oh, yeah.
So the list was kind of, getting down there. So I kind of pointed out to her the ones I'd worked on. But I did tell her I have worked quite a bit. I mean, my job since mid-May. And fortunately, I plan that will continue for a while. So, so I haven't.
Well, have you seen, life is not all about stitching, but it should be.
No, but that's a good one.
Yeah.
So, I am still able to access everything
Okay, good.
on the No New Starts page. So
great.
I think I'm still in. All the pressures we face.
I know. I know. Yeah. So,
I guess the only other thing it just bears mentioning, I think, is the Queen's death this week. Yeah, boy, what an end to a historic era.
Yeah. I mean, when you think of all of the things that she's seen and was on the throne for.
Yes, I think it said she became queen when Henry Truman was president and met 13 of the 14 presidents during her reign. And I think she's on the 15th prime minister. Yeah. With the new one, Truss. And she met with her on Tuesday, I think. Wow. Which is pretty remarkable. Yeah. And as I said to my husband, can't you just imagine there is going to be, I think she's always a popular subject in cross stitch in England, especially around
the Jubilees.
Big events. Yes. And I just bet there'll be an explosion of new cross stitch patterns around her.
Could be.
Yeah.
Could be. Or
the king.
Or King
Charles III.
Right?
Yeah.
So. All right, so we will see you in approximately 2 weeks, either here or at Galleria.
And, we'll steal away to some conference room.
That's right. That's right. And some people have commented that they will be there. Please make sure that you come and seek us out. We would love to sit and stitch with you. Yes. And we will see you soon. So take care.
Bye-bye.